I would just say build a better deck.
Oh, good for you.
Holy mother forking shirt balls.
Wow.
Hello, boobies.
Wah, wah, wah.
Ooh, welcome to 2026 CommanderSmiths.
We are the CommanderSmiths.
I thought you were muted for a second because you didn't do it. I'm Adam Smith.
I'm Lowry Smith.
Don't worry.
We're cousins.
All right. This is our first episode since the drunken episode.
Episodes.
Yeah,
Yes.
episodes. Yeah, 4 hours.
My room was a fucking mess the next day when I came down here to edit, and my headphones were unplugged. I have a thing underneath my desk that was kicked around. I was a fucking mess.
I don't remember the ending of it, and I still won't go back and watch the ending of the second half of it.
It was good.
Yeah, it was
good.
It was
It
good.
was a lot of talking over.
Was it?
And that happens.
Oh gosh, that episode, man. The the end of the year episode. It's fun. I was paying for it the next day and a half, pretty much.
For sure.
It wasn't a lot of malorts. So we're not doing that tonight. So we're just kind of this is gonna be probably a longer episode because we're going through maybe 100 cards. We'll see. We're gonna
We're just gonna go until we're like done.
Yeah, what our normal mark or whatever.
Right.
So what
3
is it?
hours.
What are we doing, Lowry? Why don't you for episode 407? 407.
What is it? Good, great, or terrible?
Good, great, or garbage? You got to get the alliteration.
Oh,
in
the
there.
G's.
Good-
Yeah, you're right.
all
All right.
the
G's.
Jeez.
Yeah, so we're gonna go through EDH Rec list of the top 50 and or 100. And we're just gonna say if we like them or we don't,
For enchantments.
or we hate them,
Yeah. I mean,
or we
I
like
think-
them, we love them, we want more of them.
give me some more of them. Yeah, so we did this with artifacts about 8 episodes ago, so a couple months ago. Or not artifacts, sorry. Utility lands is what we did. That's right.
Is that what we did?
Yeah,
Okay.
artifacts is another one we'll have on the
Yes.
list at some point here. So yeah, we're just gonna kind of go through that, and then we got our first Urza's for life for the year. Thank you, there, Tad.
Terrible way to start the year.
First one is like saying your first when you're on the little chat thingies. So we had 2 weeks of voting, and I might as well get to that for the tournament. So we're gonna get right into things. We don't want to do too many long stories because this is gonna be. You had a good Christmas, good New Year, all that stuff.
Yeah, did you?
Yep. I'm just recovering from getting sick from,
Oh.
being around sick people. So
We got I got pretty lucky.
yeah, mine isn't bad. It's just, it's that like congestion crap and all that. So
Yeah.
Mug life. I like that. Mug life. Red squirrel there. All right. So we had the tournament. Let me move that on over there. Boop. So tournament, we had our final or our Elite 8, right? Yes.
Sounds right.
Elite 8. So we had a couple matchups here, pretty good matchups. Let's see. Urza's will be on. Neither one will be on this list, Tad. He's right, because Urza's is an enchantment land. So it might be, but I don't know if I saw it in the top 100. You got a point there, though, Tad. I don't think I saw that there, but we'll see.
That'll be interesting, yeah.
Okay, so our first matchup was our Commander Masters Soul Ring. So this is what we're doing here is the Soul Rings, the arts.
That's right.
And so we had Commander Masters going against the Galaxy Foil Soul Ring. I will tell you, this was a very close matchup.
Shut.
Yes, this is our closest matchup of the four. So what do you think won, knowing that information, and what do you think the percentage was?
I hope the Galaxy Foil wins. That's like my favorite one, right? Over, like, it's in the upper echelon. And the Commander Master one is not...
It's pretty cool, man.
It's okay.
It has some border breaking with the soul ring going there.
God. Just using words like it's border breaking. No, the border of the card is still like existent. It's not just spilling off the card page of it. Like,
I don't get what you mean by just using words.
Well, you're just going like that was. It's like when somebody says, "Hey, you want to come out to my bonfire?" and then it's in the little metal cup of a fire.
Did you just call it a bomb fire, like a BOMB?
Bonfire, whatever. When somebody is using a word to say, "Hey, we're gonna have a big fire," and then they have it in that little metal dish that's like a very small regular fire. That's what I feel like border breaking is. It's just it's saying big words to make you feel special, and it's just a regular card.
It's border breaking is a big word. I feel smart.
Happy 2026.
Yeah, thanks, buddy. RoboCop. All right, so border breaking. It's using words. In front of that bomb fire. It's where you throw bomb.
I don't even notice it. It's not a border break. Like Galaxy Foil, I noticed that.
That's just
like it's something different.
You're using words there. You're using big words. That Galaxy Foil.
Well, like when they do like a triple rainbow foil, like you can tell the difference between that and a regular foil.
I don't like
when they're like
these words.
I have an extended foil, a border breaking, and then you're like, I don't know the difference here. You're just using different words for the same thing.
RoboCop wishes us all an Urza Saga in all our opening hands. It would be an amazing hand to start with Urza Saga.
I'm not your brother Joe.
Oh, yeah, cheater. All right. Year in luck, Lowry. Galaxy Foil Secret Lair moves on with 53% of the vote. So that was a close one, man. But see, look at that.
It's way closer than it should be.
Look at that cool border breaking. And it kind of looks like a Sonic ring.
What does that mean? Like it's just going over
the border. Yeah, over the text box. That's why it's border breaking. They didn't start doing that until recently. Like
you were doing it.
I was going to say, I've been doing that with proxies for years and years. And then they're like, CommanderSmiths, no one knows about them. So now we can steal shit and do the same things.
Absolutely.
All right, so
that's what happens.
The number 3 overall pick, Galaxy Foil Secret Lair Soul Ring, moves on to the semifinals. Our next matchup was the OG Soul Ring, which was number 2 overall, going against the Sheldon Soul Ring from the Secret Lair, which looks like Bilbo wearing a ring, but I like it a lot. Do you think that one won?
I would say that the Alpha Beta art wins.
Yes, it does. 66% of the votes. And that one moves on to face the Galaxy Foil Soul Ring. So what's going to win between those two? I mean, we can do these matchups really quick. Between those two, what do you think?
OG Soul Ring probably wins that one.
I probably agree with that. Although the Galaxy Foil is going to put up a fight. Like, I wouldn't be surprised.
I think it will too.
If it takes it down. All right, then we move to the other side. We have the Changeling Soul Ring, which looks like that Merfolk or whatever from the Secret Lair, and then we have the Elven Soul Ring from the Lord of the Rings from the Lord of the Rings set for the Soul Rings. What do you think?
The Elven wins this one.
Yep. The Elven Ring, indeed, with the most votes. This was our biggest blowout, was 77% of the votes.
Yeah, that makes sense to me.
That one moves on to the semis. And then our number one overall pick, the Inventions, going against the Dwarven Ring. So we just had a 77% for the Elven Ring. Do we think Dwarven Ring put up a fight enough to take down the Inventions one?
No.
Why do you think that?
There's no way. If Border Breaking put up that good of a fight, the Inventions border should.
It's not a Border Breaking. It's just a regular orange card of Soul Ring.
It's just the orange card. So is the OG art, I guess.
And this is double rainbow, I should have said, with the Changeling one, by the way.
Yeah. No, I already said it. You don't
Happy
have
2026, Bill. You're right. The Inventions wins with 75% of the vote, so taking down. So now it took down one of the Lord of the Rings. Do you think the Inventions can take down the Elven Ring? Like, what's the difference?
It's gonna be a good one. The Elven Ring is another like orange, yellowish soul ring as well. So 3 of the 4, maybe even 4. Let's look at the Galaxy one. That's kind of also bright.
With the Galaxy, it makes it kind of look darker, but it is.
Yeah,
it is
but it's
bright
still
in person.
orange.
It is. Yep.
It's not like.
Fun fact: we had our top 4 picks all made it to the finals.
That has to be a first.
Yep, 1, 2, 3, and 4 made it all to the finals. So that's kind of an interesting, fun factoid there. So so that the voting will begin tomorrow. Get a little early jump on that, so we'll have both matchups up. So Lowry, on each side, this is kind of interesting. We both have one of ours battling the other one. So, well, obviously, because we have top 4.
Yeah, that's how it should work.
Yeah. So that should be, there could potentially be a both Lowry in the finals, could be a both Adam, or it could be Adam versus Lowry. So this should be interesting. And then we'll do a staple versus, by the way. I forgot to mention that. Remember, when we get down to our finals, you and I are going to do staple verses, which I don't know how we do that with art, but we'll figure it out. It'll be interesting. I like your squinty eyes with that. All right, so
I don't know how.
I'm gonna do our tags really quick because we're just gonna get right into the episode. So really quick, the free way to support the CommanderSmiths is just jump on the YouTube channel, subscribe to our channel. This video right now that you're watching, please hit that like button. That helps us out. I know you hear it all the time, but it really does help us out when you hit that like button. Keep spreading the word. The financial way to support the CommanderSmiths is to, and I get to show off some of the proxies that are going to come out this week. Jump on the Discord. Dollar gets you in the Discord. If you move up in the tier levels, $5 or more, you can get proxies each month if you so choose, or you can save them up and you can get proxies every couple months, whatever. That's how some people do it. But here are the ones that are going to be dropping this week. So I did go see Stranger Things. Oh, good for me. Where's the good for me?
Oh, good for you.
We went to the theater. That was kind of Cindy's birthday present. So we went and saw it on the 1st, and that was insane. Like, the theater was just packed. There was garbage everywhere, and I talked to one of the people there. Like, have you ever sat in a popcorn line or concession line for 45 minutes? 45 freaking minutes. But
I haven't, as an adult, I haven't sat in a line at all.
What do you mean?
I don't buy concessions.
You kids don't get popcorn when you go?
No, we sneak in candy.
Well, we do that too, and Drake feels guilty and almost tattles on us. But popcorn, that's Cindy's. We'll go out to dinner beforehand, which we did this time, and she'll have a lighter dinner just so she can have popcorn because she loves it. And so does Drake. Loves popcorn so much.
Since I've had Mark's popcorn, I have no interest in movie theater popcorn.
That is some good popcorn. But yeah, Stranger Things was awesome. It was a great finale. It was great to do that experience with the boys because we've been watching the whole series with them and all that. So that was fun. But in a shout out to that, I did Dolmen Gate, which I did not have. And this is the Stranger Things art. So this is actually from Stranger Things 4, so last season's art. And then I did
You saying you don't have a Dolmen Gate?
I didn't have a proxy for Dolmen Gate.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
No,
so this is the first one that I made for that. And then because of the Jaws secret layer, I finally have Descent into Avernus. So I made that with the Stranger Things. And if you can look in there, there's a Demogorgon. And then actually at the top is Vecna where my finger is. I added both of those into there, and there's
I might
actually
have missed that.
yeah, he's like right there, but you can only see his face really. And then actually, if you really look at the detail of the card, this is the upside down, this is the right side up in the text box. So you really can only see it when you're in person. And then on Tad's request,
Border breaker.
no, yeah, no, let's see. That one's border breaker. That Dolman Gate. See, that's a border break. See how it hits all over the text there.
Okay.
But then on Tad's request, I didn't make a Deadpool, so I made a Deadpool art in the comic book style, like our other ones from last year, and then also included Ladypool Deadpool as the token. So this is the token you would use when you put your Deadpool out, because there's no power and toughness, there's no casting cost. This is just what you would put on top of the other person's card to remind them, the reminder token. So those are this month's proxies, and then I'll be posting those this week. But anyway, so that's something you can get. If you become a patron, you can get proxies each month. We have over 450 different ones you can choose from. And like I said, the higher you move in the tiers, you can get foil ones like the ones I was just showing there. The other ways you guys can support the CommanderSmiths is jump on our merch store, which is where you can get the Yeti mugs that we have here with our CommanderSmith logo. And they're the red ones like Lowry has there. And we have metal tokens and stuff on there. So that is everything that you guys put into this goes right back into the show one way or another. So all the support is much appreciated. So we do have SmithCon coming up, and that is helping us fund that we try to do every year if we can. And that's coming up in what, a month and a half or so? No, 2 months? Nope, month and change, whatever. So that's just a bunch of Commander. So, all right, that's it. If you need to get a hold of us and you're not a part of the Discord, you should be in the Discord, because that's really our Twitter or X or whatever. But get in the Discord. If you're not there, you can message us on YouTube. Otherwise, you can shoot us email at commandersmiths@gmail.com. All right, let's get into this. So what are we doing here, Laura? We're doing 100 cards, potentially, whatever. We're doing the top
Let's just go until we're done. What are we?
We're at an hour.
We're 17 minutes into this already. Let's do this.
Okay, so basically, good, great, or garbage. Some of these we can go pretty quick because we are both going to agree. Some of them might have a little bit more discussion. Let's just go back and forth. I'll take left side, you take right side. That'll be the easy way to go back and forth. So
you don't even use your left hand.
I know, left-handed rocks. Your dad.
I'm a lefty.
Do you want left side then? You take left side.
No, I don't want to.
Bill said the missus was using her red Yeti mug the other day.
Yeah.
I use mine as much as possible. Cindy uses her. Well, actually, I end up taking hers sometimes because mine will be dirty from the podcast, and then I'll use the red one because I have hers. But anyways, okay. Ristic Study is our number one enchantment. Not our. It's this is EDH Rec, like Laura mentioned earlier.
Right.
So this is from 1 all the way down to 100. If you go on the top page or whatever, that's how many they give you. So this one's a game changer card. Obviously, this is a great card. We both, I'm going to speak for you, Lowry. We both think this is a great card. So much so, we try not to use it as much. Like, basically, unless a deck is lacking the draw, we've been trying to kind of push this out along with some of the other big staples. But this is just a fantastic draw. It's great. I mean, what more can you say? Do you want to add to that?
Nope, that was exactly my thoughts.
Yep.
So we're saying that. Are they saying that Rhythm of the Wild is the number 2 enchantment?
Isn't that crazy?
Kind of blowing my mind a little bit.
I know. I was actually very surprised that that's and it's the past 2 years of data is what they're
okay. Last 2 years. Okay, so Rhythm of the Wild. It creatures you control can't be countered, and non-token creatures you control that enter have Riot, which is either enter with a 1/1 counter or haste. I put this at good. I don't use it almost ever, but that's
in the same boat.
Because our crew doesn't really run a lot of counter spells. And so I think that, that cuts half the card off. So if you're running, like I had this in my Wolverine deck, and I had it in my Zangief deck. Like if I want haste and or a bigger creature, it's nice to have that choice.
Yeah, it's good. Like I'm kind of
good.
It's good. It's not, I mean, for some groups it's going to be great. for our group, it's good because, like you said, half the card is shut off. I mean, just think of it. If you're saying, what is the other one that does it? There's the red enchantment that gives everybody haste. Then you have Concordant Crossroads. So that you're talking about the green enchantment for one that gives everybody haste. I know it's everybody gets the haste, so that's a downfall. But I don't even use those. Is it Bedlam? Is that the red one? Is that the right one?
No, Bedlam is they can't block.
Oh, that's right.
You're thinking Mass Hysteria.
Oh, that's right. Okay. But so I don't use those, and yes, but they're only 1-drops. I don't have this in a single deck. I have had it in the building of the deck, but it never makes the final cut for me. So it makes sense with your Wolverine deck and all that. So I agree. Good. Some groups it's going to be great. Okay. Is that it?
Yeah.
We got to move.
Look at us.
Quick. Okay. Smothering Tithe. They get another easy one. This one's just great. Like it's a game changer for a reason. You get, anytime an opponent draws a card, they're most likely never paying the 2 you get treasure. So Smothering Tithe is great. It's also one of those cards that, but I will say this, we've had this talk before. I will play Smothering Tithe over Rhystic Study because it's a ramp card more than anything. It doesn't feel like you're winning the game as much as you do with Rhystic Study. So I will put this in more decks than I will with Rhystic Study. Not because it's better, it just feels more fair, even though it's not.
Right. And I think I'm right there with you. Like I do think it's kind of like a perfectly made card a little bit. It's really, really good. As in like, but 4 mana ramp is not a good spot, right?
Right.
Like, and so it allows you, it's not right away. It's not super fast. Everybody is at least starting to develop their game plan. If you're able to land this really early, it's not a really good late game card, whereas Rhystic Study's always good. And Smothering Tithe, like most people just can't pay for it or really, really unwilling to.
Yeah.
So you're almost guaranteed a treasure all the time. This is one that I do try and watch out for just because it advances your game so quick. And if you don't have enough draw to pair with it, you just run out your hand. And if you win, then you win. And if not, you kind of flutter out a little bit.
My question is, do you feel this one's more of a problem than Rhystic? Like, which one do you control?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, I think
I've
Rhystic's
been in a game where Smothering Tithe created 70 extra treasure
and they
for nothing to do.
Yep. I think it was with a game with Cole. I feel like Cole had one where he had so much treasure, but he couldn't do anything with it because he basically played his hand out already.
Right. And so, like, there is a limit to Smothering Tithe, to whereas Rhystic Study, it always gives you choices.
Yep.
And you always get the best choice. Smothering Tithe speeds stuff up, but you might only be like 2 turns ahead after a couple turns.
Yeah.
It's really good.
Yep.
It's great.
It's great. Yep. Great.
Great.
Good, great, grand, wonderful. All right, Lowry, next one. What do you got?
Garrick's Uprising, 2 and a green enchantment. They're all enchantments, aren't they? ETBs, you get to draw a card if you have a creature with power 4 or greater, and creatures you control have trample, and then whenever a creature you control with power 4 or greater ETBs, you get to draw a card. It's really, really good. I play this a bunch, not a lot.
You play it more than I do.
Index.
Yeah, I might have it in a deck, but I think it's good. I'm not in the great category. I'm more in the good category. But you're in green, so you should be having a lot of. This should hit a lot of stuff,
right? And
so I can see people, and for a 3-drop that's replacing itself potentially, that's what you want to do. It's great. And the fact that it's not on a cast trigger for drawing more. So if you're playing tokens that are 4/4s or greater, boom, you're drawing more and more stuff. So I like it. I don't use it as much. You have played it more, so you probably have a better.
Well, yeah. So like one of the things that's really nice is just the mass trample. That's pretty solid. I like that. Like, I do want to point out, like, the reason why I didn't play it so much at the beginning was because there is a dramatically big difference between like elemental bond with 3 power and creatures coming into play and drawing cards versus 4.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't realize how big of a gap that was. And so I was playing elemental bond for a while. And it's still good. Like if one's going in, I'm considering the other. And so, but the really awesome thing is the ETB when it comes into play, you get to draw a card.
Yeah.
Sometimes, like that's generally when I'm doing it. But it just feels like it's always winning kind of when you're playing it. I don't know, you know, I wouldn't say it's at the 4th spot for me, as in like my 4th favorite enchantment by any mean, but it's really, really good. It's not Rhystic Studies Smothering Tithe level.
Are you calling it good or great?
Really, really good. Or not so great.
It sounds like you're saying it's not that great.
It's a B+.
Hey, we're not getting to the grading. We're changing the whole scale. What the hell is going on?
Yeah.
All right. So you're between a good and a great. All right. So we got to add a 4th category. Wonderful. You want to add good, great, grand, wonderful, grand?
Just, is it a positive or a negative thing?
All right. Next one is Mystic Remora, cumulative upkeep 1. Whenever an opponent casts a non-creature spell, you may draw a card if they don't pay 4. This one's, I'm getting all like the game changer kind of ones. This one isn't game changer, but this one's great. You know, especially early game. You're giving me the face. The argument I can see is, no, but even later game, it's not that bad. The paying 4 is a lot. No one pays the 4. So this one, the only times I see it go bad is if somebody plays it turn 1 and then people purposely are just playing creature spells, you know, those first, and I've seen number 2, it happened to him and he doesn't really get a draw off it. It might get 1 or 2 draws off of 2 turn cycles, which feels kind of like a failure in a way because it's holding you up. But yeah, so I think this one's a great card. So where are you at with this one?
You know what? I'm gonna go good. I'm right over with. I think it's RoboCop.
Yep.
It's a great card in CEDH. You get this down turn 1 or 2 or 3, and you're just gonna draw a ton of cards. The main thing is that CEDH is playing a lot more cards. You have a lot more interactive battles, counter spells, and stuff like that.
That's a good point.
Whereas like in our play group, me and you play a lot of spells in a turn, but also we are a lot more creature heavy, which does not affect this nearly as much. Yep. So like that's why I put it as a good. You can't just slam it down. I don't put it in every deck. Like I don't use it as a downgraded Rhystic Study.
Oh, really? Okay. I was going to say, this would be my replacement for Rhystic Study, you know, where
I think it could.
Yeah.
I've been burned by it enough. Just like number 2, where people are just like, okay, I'll ride this out a little bit. I've had it do crazy things in Muldrotha for me though, too, where you just, you know, you pay the 1 on the upkeep and then the next turn you let it sacrifice and you bring it back. And
you're just paying the 1. Yeah.
That's just always paying the 1 and having it in play. Like it does crazy things there. But for me, it's a really, really good card. Yeah. I'm going to go there.
So you're good. I'm great. All right.
Really good. I'm really, really good.
You're just breaking the rating system.
Yeah.
Breaking the rating
Phyrexian Arena is mine. Old school. It's classic. At the beginning of upkeep, you get to draw a card and lose a life. For me, this is good minus.
I was about to say, I'm going to be controversial, and I'm going to say this one's garbage. I don't ever use this. I don't use this ever. And especially since we have one that's coming up in a little bit, if I'm going to choose one, it's going to be the next one that's the same CMC like total, not the same, you know, not 2 black, 1 colors. You know what I'm talking about. I play that all the time. Any black deck, boom, that goes in. Right. I don't have Phyrex. I officially have it in 0 decks because some of my older decks did have it in because of that other card was not in there when I built those decks. So at this point, for me, this one's garbage. There's better cards out there for that. And I understand.
It's essentially, the way that it is in my head is that the game has gone past it.
Yeah. I agree.
It's in this high of percentage probably just because it's been in all the decks, the old decks.
Yep.
And it's not, in my mind, it's just not really being used in the newer ones. So,
Yep.
all right.
All right.
Same wavelength.
Yep. All right. Next one is Teamer Ascendancy. So green, blue, and red creatures you control have haste. Whenever a creature you control with 4 or greater power enters, you may draw a card. So it's similar to what we were just talking about, the Garruk one, the Uprising, except this one gives the haste instead of the trample, but this one's 3 colors. I don't use this one either very much. I think it might.
You got to be in those colors,
right?
Like, how many of those decks do you have?
I'm almost thinking that it wouldn't be in that. I don't think it's in any of my decks actually. Now that I was about to say it's in my wall deck, but those are butts. It wants the front. It doesn't want the back. So this one, at best, I'm gonna say is good, but I might lean towards good minus garbage.
Yeah, I mean, one of the things that I think it's being used a lot right now is just like dragons. They've red, blue, and green dragons loves this card. In the decks that want it, it is excellent. Otherwise, it's just really hard to play.
Yeah.
So
it's probably going to kind of go in line with the next card that's online too. So where do you put this then? Good or?
I'll put it at good.
Okay. I'll be this the negative one. You be the good
the
cop, bad cop.
Okay. Next one, Leyline of the Guild Pact. This is a lot of hybrid symbols. It is 5 colors. And it's has the leyline ability. So beginning of the game, you can start into play, and it turns all your lands or non-land permanents you control are all colors, and lands you control are every basic land type in addition to their other types. I don't. Would I cheat? Like, it has to be in a 5-color deck. Is that bad for a 5-color deck? I would say, like, for me, this is probably garbage. I'd rather just be running duels, fetches, shocks, like
Chromatic
a proper mana
Lantern.
Right.
This one for me is garbage. Like, I don't.
I'm there with you. Like, if you care about your permanents and colors and basic land types, then maybe. But being this high seems pretty ridiculous.
And now I'm looking at it. It might be they're basing it on percentage.
It is based off of percentage.
Because I'm looking at the decks and some of these. We jumped from the last one, or not last one, to was at 610,000, and now we're down to 75,000. Like, that's so it's going by percentage of decks that can have it. So out of 492,000 EDH rec decks that are 5 colors, it's in 15% of them. Yeah. So so we're both on the same boat with that being garbage.
Yeah, same idea.
Propaganda is our next one. So creatures can't attack you unless they pay.
What are you
2.
looking at?
Propaganda?
With your Boston accent?
What? Propaganda. Did I sound like it?
Go take a propaganda of that.
I'm trying to find my khakis. Creature can't attack you unless they pay 2 for each attacking creature that's attacking you. This is just. It's a great card. I don't put it in every blue deck, but a deck that I'm trying to make is so people don't attack me if there's this, for whatever particular reason, maybe I'm lacking creatures, or I have small creatures, or I don't, I'm not gaining life, or there's certain, like, for example, my mill decks, I want propaganda in there because I don't want to die from people attacking me. It's fantastic. So I think this is a great card. I get why people play it. It does hinder people's attack step, and that's big, and if people want to go wide on you, they can't really with propaganda. So
right.
This, and I'm guessing when we get to Ghostly Prison, if it's in this, I'm guessing it's going to be in this list.
I would assume so.
They're going to be about the exact same thing. So where do you stand on this one?
I say great. I don't play it anymore just because it's been around since the beginning. And so I have played with it many times, and kind of like
Lucky.
you, like,
haven't we all just
it
play
needs
with
to
many
be in a
times.
right fit at this point. It's like, am I making sure that nobody's attacking me? Like, is that the theme where I'm sitting back, I'm not attacking, I don't want anybody attacking me, or like my creatures can't really block because they're 1/1 nothings.
Yeah.
Like what's like
There has
what's
to be a
going on?
reason why you're doing it.
Right.
Yeah.
But it is generically just super good.
Yep. All right. Next one is for you there. God, I don't remember.
Oh yeah, that's right. Back and forth. Annie joins up. This essentially double triggers your legends. So does it say an upkeep trigger? No.
When it enters, it deals
A
5
trigger you
damage to
control.
a creature or planeswalker, and then legendary triggers. Yeah, I don't.
Yeah, so like for me this is good just because like double triggering your legend, like your commander, is fantastic. I really like this in my Toph deck. Like getting a second earthbending trigger on at the end step is fantastic. But it's fairly limited. It's 3 cards. That's where my problems are. I would not put this in the great category. It's really good in the decks that like it, but there aren't a lot that want this.
Yeah, you're probably talking Joda, and like you said, any of the legends that are this color fits in there. I don't know. I don't want to say garbage.
But it has to be 3 colors, at least 3 colors, and it has to have a trigger.
Yeah.
And I think that's a good card for those triggers.
Right,
But after
like,
that,
I mean, are you just playing Panharmonicon type things? You know, like, I mean, doesn't that just seem so much easier? But I mean, you're trying to get more
right.
more
So like the
consistency with the
ETB
triggers.
you're right. You would probably just do Panharmonicon, but with attack triggers
Oh, I
or
guess,
upkeep triggers or end step
So you
triggers,
get
like
a double on that.
right.
Okay, I'll move it up to a good minus.
All right.
We're now adding pluses and minuses to our good, great, grand, wonderful grades.
I think that's appropriate.
All right. Next is Black Market Connections. This is what I was talking about with Phyrexian Arena. This is the card that I do put in almost every single black deck. It's the 1 black, 2 colorless. And then at the beginning of your pre-combat main phase, choose 1, get a treasure, lose 1 life, draw a card, lose 2 life, or create a shapeshifter changeling by a 3/2 changeling by losing 3 life. This one's great. Like most of the time, you're just using the first 2. Sometimes when you're in like a tribal deck or whatever, and it matters, the 3/2 is in play. But just having those first 2, I'll lose 3 life all day to get an extra mana and draw a card. That's love that, you know. So this
Easier
one,
to cast than Phyrexian Mana.
Phyrexian Arena. Yeah.
And I really do think that it's a great setup. Like that's generally when I do play it, is when I also want the creature. So like I had it in my red, black, white dragon deck. I had it in Umbrus, the horror deck, because you just needed more horrors.
Yeah, you
Horrors.
did. Yeah, you did. How much does that cost?
But like it's a great card that can go in any black deck for sure.
Yep. Okay. Now it's moving back to my side. Well, no, I'll just do Ghostly Prison. It's the same thing as Propaganda. We're both saying is great. So,
Yeah.
Lowry, why don't you jump on the next one there?
Mirari's Wake. 2 colors, 3 colorless, a green and a white. Creatures you control get +1/+1, and whenever you tap a land from mana, add an additional mana of that type the land produced. You know what? It always feels really hard to fit in, but whenever it's played against me or I play it, it's amazing.
Right.
I love the card still to this day.
I was going to say, this felt more of a great card 10 years ago.
Sure.
Now it kind of has that Phyrexian Arena thing for me, I guess. I don't put it in any decks. We have a proxy of it.
Oh, do we?
Yeah, it's one of my early ones that I made. But it's not in any of my decks at this point. So I'm not saying it's garbage. I think it's good is where I put this one.
Yeah. I mean, it's the mana doubling at 5 is really cool. Like that's the biggest thing. Like when it does drop, you're taking kind of a turn off and then the next turn goes crazy. The +1/+1 kind of doesn't matter.
Right.
But if you're going wide with an army, then that matters. I had this in Nixthia, you know, and it did wonders in that deck, and that was enchantment based and stuff like that. I put this, I don't put this in arenas category. I do put this in like a good plus, just because of the effect. It just might be a little slow, definitely more casual, but it can easily go in every green white deck.
Yeah, I don't have it in my Black Panther, but I'm thinking about it. You know, if I try to
you get a lot of creatures there.
Yeah, I'm trying to dumb it down with if I take out Gaia's Cradle at some point, maybe. Not that this is a replacement for that, but there's some extra mana. You know, I'm trying to replace a big mana effect, and that could help right here. So, where did you put it though? Good or great?
Good.
Okay, same spot. All right. Next is Wild Growth. It's a 1-drop enchant land. Whenever you tap that mana or that land for mana, it adds an additional 1 green. I don't have this in anything. I don't think I've had this in anything since I was a 60 card deck. So I don't want to say garbage because it is a 1-drop. I'm gonna say good minus. Do you have Wild Growth in anything? Like
yes,
you do.
I put it in decks all the time.
Oh,
it's a great card.
Oh, you're going great. I'm on the
I'm
bottom,
going great,
and you're going on the top. All right.
No, this card is fantastic. It's always good, especially if you have anything that untaps lands. Like
sure, but I mean I get what you're saying.
You know, it's a great turn 1 play. It feels very much like a Land of War Elves. Really hard to remove because nobody's gonna pinpoint it. Nobody's gonna be killing your lands unless they're just destroying everything anyway. The fun stuff is where it just like feels like it's a Land of War with haste, where you're just like, you know, tap a green, put Wild Growth on your second land drop, boom, do it again, like, and then you're just, it's really, really good ramp. Goes great, and green is very much an enchantment card as well, so like it's perfect in Nixthia or Sithis or you know, those green white enchantment decks.
Yeah.
For on theme ramp, but even when it's out of theme, it's still very good.
So I guess mine is normally going for getting lands, getting the ramp instead of getting something like that. So that's why I always skip this one, because I'm like, well, I'm going for this. I'm doing my whatever, all the green ramp spells. You're in green, so I this one I always skip. But I can see what you're saying. I get it. The 1-drop. So nice.
I do this, and so I have like 3 different packages for what I would want in ramp to make decks feel different. And so you have your creature ramp, you have your sorcery speed ramp, like the 3 visits and the others, Farseek, and then you have the enchantment ramp, which is this and Utopia Sprawl for the most part. And so you're just like, you have your 1 mana ramp, which is kind of your creatures in this, and then you have your 2 mana ramp, which is the sorceries, and it depends on how many creatures you want. Are you more are you spell slinging based or whatever? Like Iroh would definitely rather have 3 visits because I can cast it from the graveyard again. And so like it's just making those choices on what you want to have happen.
Yep.
In my mind. And so I put it at that level of those cards.
I can see that. I just don't.
Understandable.
All right, what is the next one?
Hardened Scales. If you put 1 or more 1/1 counters on a creature, you put an additional 1 on there, being 1 mana enchantment. Is hard to beat.
Yeah, it's up there.
If you're running a 1/1 counter deck, this is likely just in the deck.
Yep. So great, or are you saying good?
Great in +1/+1 counter decks.
That's.
And then it's terrible and everything. That doesn't, right? That's how that has to
go. Don't play it if you're not playing 1/1 counters. It doesn't make any sense.
It's great in those on theme decks.
Yeah, I agree. It's great. Any of the 1/1 counter stuff. Impact Trimmers. Whenever a creature control enters the battlefield, deals 1 damage to each opponent. I think this is a great card.
Yeah.
You play tokens, you play any creatures. It's just, it goes in those decks where you're playing lots of creatures and doing damage across the board. I have this in quite a few decks. It's the Perforos, but not Perforos type of effect. And
It's cheap.
Yeah.
Being 2 mana is huge.
I mean, we have the Offspring one that I am using now too. That one's a creature, so it's a little bit easier to remove, and you can make 2 of them. But this being the enchantment makes it a little more difficult, and it's been around for a long time. And if you're playing creatures, this is the one you got to play. One of the many that you're going to play.
Yeah.
So
yeah, no, I very much agree with that. I mean, like, just red being the Krenko Goblin color,
right?
Like, it just ends games for you.
Yep.
So we're both great on that one.
All right, one of the big dogs here.
Doubling season. It doubles the amount of tokens that you create and doubles the amount of counters that you put on permanents you have. There is specific wording. I'm probably doing it wrong. How do you feel on this one?
You didn't even do your part. I use it. I like it. It's great. It's for me. Like, but the problem is it's so good that it's that same thing where it fits in so many decks that sometimes it's like, let's find some other ways. And we've had that discussion before. Maybe sticking more on theme of, like, if you're doing 1/1 counters, let's not do doubling season. Let's use something that's more specific to 1/1 counters, because it's just so good. Like it does its thing. Like Planeswalkers, fantastic.
Yeah.
Like 1/1 counters, experience count. I think experience counters. No, not an experience, because
it has to be a permanent.
Yep. So there's just so many instances where doubling season is just fantastic, and so
right.
It's the reason why.
You're saying
I say great.
Great.
Yep. I know
and
you don't.
I'm gonna say good.
Okay. I could.
Mainly because I don't like it at that 5 mana spot. I'd rather have a cheaper version of whatever is more on theme. So, like, if it's a token deck,
Parallel
I'm gonna be running doubling season, or the white version, or the creatures over this.
You mean
I'd rather
Lives.
run Elspeth over this. In a token specific deck. And so, like, I do think it's outclassed in token decks, and where I do think this shines definitely is like Super Friends decks. Like, if you're playing Planeswalkers, I very much would say yes to this. But also, like, where I do play this is either Planeswalkers, or it's like tokens and +1/+1 counters. Like, if it's a mixture, not really devoted.
Yeah.
So that's where it's like, that doesn't happen a whole ton for me. So I just put this at good.
Okay. I can see that. All right. Next is one of the OGs that you love to play that I got late on the board with, but Sylvan Library. Beginning your draw step, you may draw 2 additional cards. If you do choose 2 of those cards, you can put them back. For every one beyond the first one, you lose 4 life. So you can potentially keep all 3 cards and lose 8 life. This one's great. Like, it's just such
great.
card advantage. Like, I tried to be Mary's Guile is just as good, and that's what I have, and I don't have a Sylvan Library for the longest time, and it's just not. It's not as good as Sylvan Library.
It outclasses it so much.
The only time it's
nice.
done me wrong is when I just got mana screwed or kept drawing mana and I killed myself with Sylvan Library. But that doesn't happen very often.
No, but I mean, like, it puts you out of your misery too. There aren't many cards where you could just be like, I want to be done with this game, and I'll do it legitly.
Right, because I would have just kept drawing those lands and been screwed anyways. So that just ended.
It would have been more miserable.
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah, I like setting the top for free essentially as well if you don't want to spend that life. But just getting a look at the top 3 is great.
I will say this: it's hard to not like want to take all 3 all the time. Like, I'm like,
yeah, you don't like that part of it.
Spare my 8 life. 8 life. That's fine. That's fine. I'll take all 3. And then
but if you have like some sort of life gain in your deck, Aether Flux Reservoir that just likes you having more cards, like, God, it's gross.
Yeah,
it's a great card.
Yep.
So
all right, next one.
There's definitely a lopside.
Yeah,
and-
it's like good shit on the left, bad shit, not
Yep.
bad shit, but mediocre on the right.
Not as good. Whirlwind of Thought. This is a 3-color enchantment. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, draw a card. Being 3 mana really puts you. It is blue, red, and white in those colors, which is going to be casting.
Elsha loves this card.
Right. Yep. If you're casting stuff for cheap and stuff, so like it can be great, but I think generically this is just good.
Yep, I'm in the same boat. I think it's good
Okay.
because you're in the 3 colors. Makes it a little more difficult for which decks it's going to fit in. If it was one color specific, like if it was just blue or red or white, or even 2, maybe I pop it up. But yeah, no, I think I'm in the same boat. Just good.
Yeah.
Still good though. It's not garbage. The Park said everything after 2023 is broken. They're fixed.
But we've only talked about like 3 cards.
Next
It's
is
2023.
Animate Dead. This is 1 colorless, 1 black. You enchant a creature from a graveyard, not just your graveyard. It gets like a -0/1 counter, if I remember right. Or no, -1, -0. And then whatever. If this enchantment dies, the creature dies. There's a lot of text on it because it's an old school bringing back creature stuff.
Right.
But you can bring back other people's creatures from graveyards. In the decks that want this, I think it's great. Like if you're playing an animate from your graveyard kind of deck.
Shit. I do think generically this is just good.
Yes. Good. I wouldn't
Or great. I meant
You
great.
think it's great? Okay.
Yeah, I do think it's great.
But
I do think being able to hit any graveyard.
any graveyard is so nice with that.
Yeah.
But I'm not just throwing it in every black deck, like
I personally am not, but
can
you can.
yes.
And that's a little bit of where my great part is. Like you can put this in any deck and just have it be good. They slap this in a pre-con once or twice a year. And
They didn't for the longest time until recently. It felt like
Yeah.
I don't know.
So it's a great it's not the greatest reanimation spell, but it is generically the best.
Yep. I'm probably between good and great on that, but yeah, we're in the same boat. So go on to the next one.
Exploration, 1 green. You may play an additional land on each of your turns. Great.
Yeah.
I'm an easy great on this.
I wish I played it more, but like with me, it's more of like landfall is where I put it into. Like if I'm getting a lot of lands, I don't just go, I'm in a green deck and I'm like, I'm going to play this in there. I get it, but I want it to matter if I get it late game. If I get this late game and it's just a regular deck, not like really searching for land, then I don't like it as much, obviously. But I can agree. It's great. I wish I would play it more. Let me just put it that way.
And I think for me, like it really plays well into my style because I do. So like if you have a Crucible of Worlds or the new Glacier Siege and you can play lands from your graveyard, you can play 2 of them. If you got a fetch, you're just cycling that through and being able to play that. I like Life from the Loam, being able to bring lands back from the graveyard and dredging 3. And, also with just that ability, like of the focus of drawing a ton of cards, like drawing multiple lands never feels bad when you have an exploration in the field. But when they start building up in your hand, you're like, fuck, what am I going to do with these things? They're just dead cards.
Yeah.
But when you have an exploration, you just get ahead. I love the card. One of my favorite enchantments there is.
Question, do you put it in every single green deck or does it have to fit in a deck that you're having like Crucible of Worlds and all that stuff in there?
I don't think it has to. And I do what is it? So I put it in my like Xavier Saul Planeswalker deck. Like I really like it when it comes to getting to like the mid game quicker. I have it in the Iro deck that I just built. Because I'm wheeling a lot, and so I'm filling up my hand and being able to pop. And can it go in every deck? Yes. Do I? No, but there are very few cards that I put it every it's like top.
Mm.
And I don't know another card beyond that goes in just every deck
Soul Ring.
that it can. Soul Ring. Yeah. It's not that level.
Right, but
it's definitely
you play it a lot more. You play it a lot more than I do. Mine is always like I have to be land focused, and then I'll put it in there. That and burgeoning, burgeoning the same way for me. But okay. So you're great. I'm good to great. Yeah, I'm close to there. All right, next one is Guardian Project. This was one of our thumbnails. So whenever a non-token creature enters battlefield under your control, if it doesn't have the same name as another card on your battlefield or the graveyard, you get to draw a card. This one I'm putting at good. Because a lot of times I'm playing like token stuff, and I like to be able to draw. I can see with Commander it fits really well because you're not having duplicates of cards, So
I don't know if I ever comprehended that last part of not having the same name.
Yeah. So the same name as another. Yeah.
I mean, all right.
Yeah. So
It doesn't really change.
it doesn't work in my Heir Apparent deck.
No, it
but
doesn't. You're right.
It doesn't at all. But there's a lot of token stuff that, I'll do in decks and stuff. And so if I don't have any of those in the deck, then yeah, sure, this fits in pretty well. A 4-drop for getting a draw off of, and it doesn't have the stipulation of, the 4 power or whatever. But again, that's kind of the nice thing about the ones we were talking about before is you can play tokens and a bunch of tokens and draw a bunch of cards off of it. This is really kind of, you're only getting one, it's you're not getting off your tokens. So it's off of a cast trigger, off of whatever, not cast, but it's ETB of a creature that comes into play. That's non-token. So I put it at good. I don't think it's great. I think it's good.
I'm there with you. I'm good. I don't play it. Very rarely.
Yeah. I think maybe a deck at most for me.
Yeah. Yeah. I can't even. So like I trade mine away when I get them. Like I'm just like, yeah. Yeah. Okay. Next one, Utopia Sprawl. I mentioned this earlier when we were talking about the wild growth.
So we can this is a repeat.
No, that one's great. This one's good.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Well, this one has the
enchant a
downfall that it
forest.
has to be a forest.
Okay.
And that is tricky. That can be tricky because in the world of like a lot of lands, if you have to put it on the forest, you might only have 1 or 2 of those.
Yeah. So since you downgraded yours from great to good for this one, can I go from good to garbage?
If you want.
I was good minus, so this one would be garbage for me.
Okay.
I don't have this in a single deck, but I get the stipulation of the forest. I don't think we have a problem with that. Oh, good for us.
Oh, good.
Because it works. It doesn't say a basic forest. You could put it on a dual land. So that's kind of the nice thing there. Or shock land or surveil land or whatever. But yeah, there is a stipulation there where it could screw you over in that first turn if you don't have a forest. If you just have
this kind of get yep.
Okay. Next one is I get all the good ones. Aura Shards.
Yo.
1 color is green, white, and whenever a creature enters the battlefield, you can destroy target artifact or enchantment. It's a game changer. This one's great.
This one's great.
Yeah, this one. And
you don't put this in there unless you just want to fuck shit up. Like it's so good.
If you're playing a lot of creatures, you can really control the board.
Yeah.
I will admit I wasn't playing this one as much. And the funny thing is I've been playing it more recently because of the decks I've been building, because it's Black Panther. Yeah. I'm an evil person. So it's made it into more decks recently than it has the previous, 10 years. Like now all of a sudden I'm like, Aura Shards. Yeah, I'll put it in this deck and I'll put it in that deck. So
this is one that I have been holding back on for a long time. Like I have to have removal, and this is just what it's going to end up being.
Yeah. And
otherwise, if something fits on theme, like that's going in over this.
Yeah. Yep. That makes sense.
So great.
Yep.
Next one, War Leader's Call. Creatures you control get +1/+1, and then it has the ETB. Whenever any creature's ETB, 1 damage to each opponent. Very much like the Impact Tremors.
Right.
And I love this one.
Yep. I've been playing this one a lot lately.
Because so it's great.
Yep.
Right?
Yep. That's where I'm at.
Because
Too.
the thing about this one,
I
where
feel like
the
it's under
anthem
the radar.
matters,
Oh, it's not
because
under the
you
radar.
want to be playing a lot of creatures.
Yep.
And it just goes bonkers. Yeah.
Yep. I agree. Anointed Procession. We mentioned this one earlier. So this is the token doubler effect for white. And when we get to Parallel Lives, we'll say the same thing there. This one's great. This one's fantastic. So not much more to say on that. Like in Lowry's opinion, you think you like this one in situations better than doubling season. And I can see what you're saying with that. One less and yep. All right, next one.
Molder Vine Reclamation, 3 and a green and a black. Whenever a creature you control dies, you gain a life and draw a card. For me, I don't play this one. But in a green black deck, that is very much like on theme. I think I tend to just play the 3 mana black creatures that are like Midnight Night.
No.
And there's
is it Midnight Reaper?
Yeah, maybe it's Midnight Reaper. Yeah, you're right.
Yep.
And there's like 3 or 4 cards within that realm of like, it's a 3 mana black creature. Whenever a creature you control dies, you draw a card, maybe lose a life, only once per turn. You know, it probably changes if I'm wrathing a lot versus sacrificing. But this one's like good minus for me. 5 mana is a lot.
Yep, that's the problem. Is the 5. It is
powerful.
It is in my Eldrazi Scion deck because I'm sacking and it fits in that. But that 5 is tough. I'll tell you, when I get it in hand, I want to play it, but there's other things I want to like. It takes up a turn basically. You know, that's a lot of mana to have invested, and then to find a way to sacrifice and do all that stuff. It's tough. I think it's good. I don't think it's great. So I can agree with your good minus there. Like it really has to fit in that deck. But that 5, I think obviously 4 would be a lot better, but 5 kind of puts it to a lot of decks. I start to put it in and then I'm like, nope. And it doesn't make the cut. So good is good. Good is good.
Good is good.
I actually don't know this one.
Yeah, gotta lean in.
Yeah.
What the fuck is this?
Call the Spirit Dragons. So it's Wooburg. So it's all 5 colors. Dragons you control have indestructible. At the beginning of your upkeep, for each color, put a 1/1 counter on a dragon you control of that color. If you put a 1/1 counter on 5 dragons this way, you win the game. Oh, to win the game?
So this went in every Dragon deck out there.
This is so specific.
It's great in that deck, and otherwise
garbage. Everything else garbage. Dragon decks that are 5 color, great.
Fucking guess.
Yeah, that's all I have to say about that. Yeah, let's move on to the next one.
Kindred Discovery. This card's kind of crazy, but
I fucking
when
love
it
this card.
What's it?
I fucking love this card.
Yeah. Okay. When it ETBs, you say a creature type. And then whenever a creature you control that chosen enters, you draw a card, and whenever it attacks, you draw a card.
It's so silly. Like
right.
It doesn't have a stipulation of like 1 or more. It's
token or non-token or
any of those enter or attack. Like that's the part that's good about this card. I feel like this card should be way higher on the list because like you get the benefit the turn it comes into play. You play it before your attacks, and then in my Merfolk deck, it's crazy. You just go boop, play it, attack with all this draw. Like any of those decks. It's just, if you're playing a tribal deck, Kindred tribal deck, this is so fucking good. So fucking good.
It's crazy in my Alayla deck. Like, make a fairy token, draw a card, play another artifact, draw a card, and then attack with the fairies that I have. Draw a bunch of cards. Like, it is sick. Every time I've played it, it's crazy. I just don't do a lot of Kindred decks. So, Kindred decks, love this.
And the thing
It's
is
still even good if you have like a sub theme,
right.
or
The
like
thing
tokens
is like,
being made from the commander.
if this keeps getting reprinted, and as you can see here, it's what, $10. Well, that's Card Kingdom, so it's still a $6 card. It keeps getting reprinted. Like, oh, this is one of the better cards. Like if you see this get dropped, people need to get rid of it because it can go so bananas, and it doesn't. Normally, when I play this out, because it's an enchantment, it's harder to remove. It's almost game over at that point because there's just so much that happens. Your hand is refilled instantly.
Now here's the other thing that I'm noticing within the discussion. Every time we run into a 5-man enchantment, we go, "Ugh, that's tough." And here we're like, solid, not a problem. Like that's how like different levels to this a little bit.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, because we just talked about the five different colors.
Moldervine, doubling season, like Mirari's Wake.
But this just has such an upswing with that draw. Like,
turns things around.
If it was one or more and you drew one, then they neutered it. Like, you know what I'm saying? But this doesn't have any downside to it. Besides,
like all the other discoveries are just horseshit compared to this. Like there's a discovery cycle from whenever this was printed. I don't even remember anymore, but it's bullshit. It was Commander decks.
I was gonna say, wasn't it a Commander deck? I think it was. I just remember what the first symbol was. Okay. Next one is Sterling Grove. 1 white, 1 green. Other enchantments you control have Shroud. And then you can tap 1, sacrifice it, search your library for an enchantment card, reveal it, and then shuffle. Put this card on top. Put that card on top. I don't play this one as much. I mean, goes in every enchantment white green enchantment deck. So I dig that because it's protecting it. So for me, I guess it's good to great. Because if you're in those colors in your enchantment deck, then it's great.
Right.
Other than that, I mean, I like the search effect. I think that's also why I don't play it as much, is because it has that tutoring.
Essentially a tutor.
Yeah, a tutoring effect.
Yeah.
And so that's why I just don't have it. But it's good to great. You know, where do you stand on that one?
You know, enchantment decks, it's great. Since we don't tutor, I don't think of it beyond that. So
Tad.
Dude, I'm shocked Adam doesn't play it.
It
doesn't say Magda's Sterling Grove on it.
Tad, you know what?
Get the fuck out!
You little fucker.
Out of the way. Next one, Branching Evolution. If you put 1 or more +1/+1 counters will be put on a creature, you double the amount.
So it's a
For
little
3-mana enchantment.
It's a little better than just putting an extra 1 with the hardened scales. Right. It doubles it, so that's kind of nice. But it's probably the same boat, right? Great. If you're in a 1/1 counter deck.
Well, okay. So one thing in building a bunch of 1/1 counter decks in the last like 2 years, like Shalai and Halar came out, and then I kind of got on a little deal with that. So there are different decks, in my opinion, between Hardened Scales and Branching Evolution. Branching Evolution wants you to put a bunch of counters, more than one.
Right.
Because if all you're doing is so there's like go tall +1/+1 counter decks. You can talk about like Hydras. You can talk about just like, I'm going to put 6 1/1 counters on this creature. And if you can do that consistently, Branching Evolution is great. Or like if you're doubling the amount of, really your thing, in my mind, Hydra's on the picture. Like it loves Hydra decks. But if you have like each creature gets +1/+1, this is not bad, but Hardened Scales is just better at 1 mana. So that's kind of where I see it. Also, there is kind of like synergies for both a little bit, but that's how I split it up. This goes in a go tall +1/+1 counter deck, and that to me is not nearly as good as like a Hardened Scales.
I can see it. So
like for me, it's good.
Good.
In the decks that want it, great.
Yep. All right, same boat. Next one, Parallel Lives, same thing as in Winter Procession. So this one's great.
In token decks.
Yep. Why don't you read your
Bastion of Remembrance. This is basically like whenever a creature you control dies, each opponent loses 1 life and you gain a life. Also, ETBs creates a token. I don't really play this kind of deck. You do it more. I don't put this in the decks that I am sacrificing. Like I'm just doing more draw for the most part.
I will say this one is a one that gets missed for me. It's sometimes whenever I'm doing the sacrifice token decks, you're always kind of looking at other creatures, and this one sometimes gets skipped, but it ends up getting in there because I'm like, what I like to do is I go through and I'm building the deck, and then I double check. I go, okay, I got my deck where I think I want it. Now let's see what other cards might I be missing. I'll look at EDH Rec and see what other people, and I'll be like, oh yeah, that card exists. I just always forget about this one. I love that it hits each opponent. It doesn't do the what's her name? The vampire
Blood Artist.
Yeah, Blood Artist, thank you. That only hits one player. I love that it hits all the players. I just like spreading the love around. In those type of decks, this is great. Other than that, I think it's more of a good card. You know, it's a 3-drop and it gives you a creature. So like that, it should feel like it is a creature, and it's actually harder to remove than the other ones that are creatures. And so it should be over the top of those, but it sometimes, and I shouldn't say it gets missed because it's in 254,000 EDH Rec decks. So
that's also true.
It gets
There's just a lot of black decks out there.
Oh yeah, there is. I don't know. That was a dick joke. All right. So, it's another one that I don't really know because it's a newer set. Wind Craig Siege. 1 colorless, 1 red, 1 white. You can choose Mardu or Jeskai when it enters. Mardu, if attacking creatures causes a triggered ability of permanent you control, the trigger does it an additional time. If you do Jeskai at the beginning of your upkeep, create a 1/1 goblin token. It gains lifelink and haste until end of turn. You have played with this card then?
Yes.
What do you think? Because
it's a good card.
Is it?
How about that?
Okay. The double trigger, we were just talking about that with the 3, so I can see that fitting.
This is better than that.
Yeah, because it's only a 3
and he
drop.
Joins up. Attack triggers are a lot. Like that's what you're doing with this. Like they're like the unbalancing within the card is ridiculous. It's like, hey, you can either double trigger all of your attacks
or get a 1/1
or create a 1/1. Like, my God. So the double triggers, if you've ever played against an Ishin deck, like I would just say if your commander has an attack trigger and it's red white, this goes in there. Double triggers for feather, or not feather, but what's the one that gives you an extra attack when it attacks? Like shit like that gets crazy.
What? Parks, you're confusing me. You said you put a play set of Windcrag.
He's cheating. That's what he's doing.
In your Siege and your Kalia deck, does that mean that you're playing 4, or do you mean play set by 1?
Yeah, that's fair too.
All right. I guess I'm reading again. Next one is land tax.
I like this.
Well, that I'm reading twice because you got
that I don't have.
On
hey,
the
you're
other
reading
side.
more than me. That's great.
Yeah. So at the beginning here, it's a 1-drop enchantment. Wait, what is Park saying? You can get so many triggers off the one thing and drops all the damage to doublers. I want to know if you're cheating though. Is your play set 1 or is your play set 2?
Is a play set 1 for us? I've never heard it called that.
Yeah, because that might be the way I say. I'm gonna say, yeah, I have a play set of that in my deck from now on. Just one of them. So at the beginning of your upkeep, if an opponent controls more lands than you, get to search your library for up to 3 basic lands and put them into your hand. This is a great card in white. I think we played this a lot more back in the day. I don't play it as much now, but it is a great card to have, especially if you're not having green, if you're not having some of the ramp colors in your deck. This is one of those up there. You have squinty eyes, which means you're going to disagree, or you're reading.
No, I'm
reading what
going to disagree. I think this is one of those cards that the game has passed
Oh, really?
by on. Well, and it might just be more like the cost, and
Oh.
I don't think the price is justified for the card, in my opinion. So I like it's good. There are definitely some aspects that I like about it. But I think I would rather like not pay for it. I wouldn't go spend 20-30 bucks on it. I mean, like, no. Like this is a $10 to $15 card to me. And so like
we're not breaking down the price. We're just talking.
I know, but I'm just saying that comes into effect for me when I'm kind of grading cards. Like that's not good enough for the price. Like I'm not going to go out and spend $30 on this card to put it in every deck.
Right.
So like I like it in Rafine because I get more cards in my hand so that I can discard them. And I just like,
I think they've made white better in recent years, that this one isn't as needed as it used to be.
I would agree.
How's that sound?
If Smothering Tithe didn't exist, probably changes things.
Yeah. Park said playset of all four. He has a modern legal Kalia deck. And then he said playset always means legal amount of copies where he is from anyways. I always take playset as 4, but I'm going to start saying playset for Commander now. Like
right.
I'm going to definitely say that just to fuck with people because that sounds, because he got me. It's just like, what? Playset. I got a play set of counter spells in this deck.
Forests. not doing it how you want to. All right, Blind Obedience is the next one. This says Extort, which is whenever you cast a spell, you can pay a black or a white within the parentheses. So this can go in mono white decks. And then whenever an opponent's creatures comes into play, tapped.
Or artifacts.
Or artifacts, even better.
Yep.
This one's a great for me.
Yeah,
I love how slow it goes. Like it slows everybody else down, but doesn't end them. And then also the Extort is fantastic.
Yeah, it's a little added bonus, you know, like if you have that extra mana.
Big bonus.
Well, but you know what I'm saying? Like
everybody loses 1, you gain 3. Like,
right. But
it's crazy.
The slowdown factor of their stuff tapped, and you have kind of you can use that mana to, you know, not go all out and be like, oh, I could play one big spell and not use an extort cost, or I could play, you know, the 2 spells, extort twice because they're already behind because everything's coming into play tap, blah 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 blah, and you're gaining that much life. Like this is a great card. I want to play it more, but we just it's funny. It's one of those things where it's an older card, and there's other cards that have come out, and I just end up not playing it as much as I should. You know, there's a lot of other things that do a similar thing, but that extort thing really adds to this one, and it's only a 2-drop. It's so easy.
Right. I think that's a big thing for me is that it's only 2 mana.
Yep. So, all right. Next one is something that's kind of similar. Is what I was kind of saying. Authority. Or wait, is it authority? No. What is
Authority?
Authority.
Wait, give me a second.
Thank you.
She can't even read.
Of the councils. This is a 1-drop. Creatures your opponents control enter tapped. Whenever a creature an opponent controls enters, you gain a life. I'm gonna put this one at good. I don't have this in a single deck, but it's that same thing that we were talking about with the other one, with Blind Obedience.
Yeah,
you're gaining the life, but this doesn't hit the artifacts, which kind of stinks. So I would much rather have Blind Obedience over this one, but it still slows people down.
Well, I think the big thing about Authority of the Councils is like they got the life gain. It really shows like there's a big difference between everybody else's creatures or just yours. And so like that is something that they play around with. Like some cards are like whenever a creature comes into play, you gain life, like a Soul Warden. And then you have whenever you have a creature come into play, you gain life. And then there's something like this with Authority of the Councils. Whenever an opponent has a creature come into play, you gain life. You gain so much more life when it's your opponent's. And obviously, if it's any creature coming into play, like Soul Warden, that's just 100 times better.
Right.
But really, there's only like 3 of those.
Yeah.
So it's you got to make your choices, and something like authority is fantastic.
So are you in the great category or good category?
I would knock it down to a good just because I don't play it.
Yep.
But it's great. It goes in every deck if it wants to, and it's great in life gain decks.
That's where I would
Yeah.
plug that one in as a life gain.
Yeah.
All right. Next one.
Belladar Retreat. 4 mana white enchantment. Whenever land comes into play for you. And again, one of those lopsided things. If you get a land, you can either get a 2/2 kitty cat or put a 1/1 counter on each creature you control. So
Cathara's Crusade or a cat.
or a cat. Yeah, so it's a 1/1 counter deck. It is a landfall deck. It's really, really good.
Yeah, I'm at good. I thought this was going to be not replacement for Cathara's Crusade, but I thought this would be. I'm surprised Cathara's Crusade isn't above this one. But that landfall,
Yeah.
you can do more, not more, because the thing is you can play tokens and then it goes crazy. But
Right.
I just think this one it's good. It's a very good card.
Yeah. See, you do want a very good category.
Good plus.
Good plus.
Uh,
Shit.
Next one is Underworld Breach. It's one colors, one green, one red. Each non-land card in your graveyard has escape. The escape cost is equal to the card's mana cost plus exile 3 other cards from your graveyard at the beginning of your end step. Sacrifice Underworld Breach. This is a game changer because it is a combo card, which means I have never played with this card. I own it, and I get it. It's combo. For me,
You gonna say garbage?
I don't want to go that far because I'll get the
You
CDHers.
go get-
I'm gonna get the
I'll do it.
CDHers
It's
on my-
garbage. I want more cards in my graveyard, not less. No, it's a really good card. If you're playing CEDH, this is a great card.
If you're playing,
especially within that shell.
if you're playing dumb EDH, this is garbage.
We're in so much trouble.
I have
it's-
never thought about even putting this in a single deck. Like, I'm just like, it is never even like, that's never on the chopping board. I've never even had to be like, oh, am I going to put this in there? It's like, no, this is not even a factor in any of the decks that I build. And then I guess I could play that button that you like to,
I would just say build a better deck.
like that, build a better deck. But have you put it in a deck? Have you even thought about putting it in a
No,
deck?
I've considered it a few times, but generally I don't want to eat my graveyard like that.
Yeah.
Like I'll just play I think the biggest thing is like you play Underworld Breach and you basically win. And that's not how I want my decks to go. And that's not really how I build my decks to be. And so it just not for me.
Yep.
I kind of rhymed.
Nice.
Check the tape. All right, next one. Unnatural Growth. 1 and a green and a green and a green and a green. At the beginning of each combat, double the power and toughness of each creature you control until end of turn. Oh, that was a lot of greens in a row there.
That is a
One,
lot. That's like
two,
Force
three,
of Nature
4.
green right there. Is Force of Nature 4 or is that 5?
I think it's 4 and 3, 4 and 4.
4 and 2?
No,
Yeah, it is, isn't
it's
it?
not 6 mana, is it?
Isn't it? Check it up. I don't want to.
No, you don't. Honestly, this one for me personally, I think for everybody else out there, I think it's probably just good if you're in a mono green deck. For me personally, this is garbage. Because I don't like these type of cards necessarily. Very much like branching evolution, or just I don't want to pick cards just to make things bigger. I don't want to pick you know, creatures just because they're huge and cheap, or like I don't want those kind of cards. I want cards that do stuff and interact, or draw me cards, or removal, or doing something within a blueprinted package. Whereas this is fine, it's good, but it's not something that I want to play at all, especially for 4 green.
Yeah, 4 green gets to be a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, there's ways to abuse it, not abuse it, but like really, give something X plus whatever, and before it does the double, and then it doubles again, and all that. But yeah, I'm kind of in the same boat. I'm not. I
What
thought
was I supposed to look up?
Force of Nature.
Okay,
Did you have a THC drink before?
maybe.
Is it 2 and 4 green?
2 and 4 green. You're right.
That's one of my favorite cards from back in the day.
I didn't own it until recently.
Yeah, it's garbage. This is 4 green. That's a lot. That's a lot to invest if you're in anything but mono green. If you're in a 2-3 color deck, no,
Unplayable.
yeah. So
And that might be the other reason why I don't like it, is because I do like my 3 color decks, and that's just unplayable.
if you can get it out, fun. But yeah, no.
Unplayable.
Yep. Next one is Maelstrom Nexus. This is Wooburg. First spell you cast each turn has Cascade. And if you saw from the thumbnail on this one, I put this one as a thumbs down because to me, this one's garbage.
Just negative Nellies. Do we even know what number we're on? Like,
Yeah, I know where 50 is, and we haven't even hit 50, and we're almost at an hour and a half. So I think we're going to end this at 50. And the title of this and my thumbnail is going to change to the top 50 instead of the top
right.
100.
you were really aiming for that 100.
I was, but we
All right.
are an hour and a half.
So Nexus is bad.
Yep.
It's not bad. There just
No,
isn't a
don't
deck for
backtrack.
it.
Don't backtrack.
I just don't think there's a deck for it. Like, you want this to be in a Cascade deck, but other than Slivers, you don't have a 5-mana Cascade
Yeah, that's a fair point. Yeah, the
commander.
first
So, like,
sliver is the only one that really fits with this. Yeah.
yeah, and then otherwise it is just I'm gonna Cascade in a 5-color deck. And they're just, maybe it's just generic. No, I'm going garbage. I don't think I ever want to play this.
Nope. Garbage. All right. Next one. How many we have left here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have a few left. Yeah, I think that'll be a good stopping point. So I'll get some work and changing things to 50 tomorrow.
All right.
But
Insidious Roots, green and a black, so it's pretty cheap. But creature tokens you control can tap for any color of mana, and then whenever one or more creature cards
creature
leaves
cards
your
leave
graveyard, put a 0/1 plant creature token into play, and then put 1/1 counters on each plant you control. I love this card.
You love this card? I was
I
surprised.
love this card.
I was surprised you're gonna say that. What? You love this card?
Yeah, man. I don't think I can put it at great because it has too many things that you need
There's
to
a
have
lot of
happen.
stipulations. There's a lot of
But 2
stipulations.
mana. But if you're just in like a green
Token
black
deck?
token deck,
Yeah.
it just turns all your shit into mana. Like, it's kind of crazy.
Yeah. I'm at a good. I'm at good with this one as well. Great.
I'm at a good, but I really
There's a lot of things going on there, especially because you're a recursion fool, a recursion player. So
right. I am a fool. Thank you.
it does have the nut cut where it does like one or more. Like, come on, give us the. How often are you bringing creatures from the graveyard? Let's get all the plant
Rise of the Dark Realms. So I'm kind of happy in that regard. But like, I really like this in like the reassembling skeleton
type
of deck.
Mhm.
So like, if you got that going on, it's fantastic. So
Yep. All right. Both at good. Next is Goblin Bombardment. Sacrifice a creature. Goblin Bombardment deals 1 damage to any target. I like the free sack outlet. So anytime I need that, I like that. But I'm not putting it as far as great. I think it's a good card. I don't think it's a great card. For me, it's good. If you need sack outlets, it's fantastic. It's a great way to get it so you don't have to tap mana and do that stuff. But other than that, like, if you're not needing the free sack outlets and you're just, to me, it's just good.
This was a Fave 5 enchantment for me.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I'm fairly certain. And I was really high on this a long time ago. And up to that, if I need a sack outlet in a red deck, this is going in there.
So are you at great?
I put this at really, really good. I don't, again, like, there are levels to this. It's not Rhystic Study. It's not Smothering Tithe. It's not Aura Shards. Like,
oh, somebody's going to come back and be like, you guys ranked this at good and this at great. It is a finisher is what Mr. Anderson is saying. I think that's Anderson. I'm trying to check his picture there.
So this one
Ansel
is
No, it's not Anderson. Is it Anderson? Anderson, is that you?
It's great for me, but I wouldn't tell everybody to just willy-nilly put this in.
Yeah, it has to fit in what you're trying to do.
Yeah. All right. Next one. Binding of the Old Gods. You might have to read this one. I don't know what it does.
Okay, here we go.
It's new from Eternities.
So it's two colorless, one black, one green. The first saga part is destroy target non-land permanent opponent controls. Second is search your library for a forest card, put on the battlefield tapped, then shuffle. And third is creatures you control gain death touch until end of turn.
Oh, so it goes in death touch decks. Like Finn.
This is garbage.
Most sagas are. There's a lot of value within that, but
no, there's
okay.
one in particular saga that's amazing.
Too much. I'm impressed that it's this high up, but I think it's just for those death touch decks, I guess.
Yeah. Who are the 90,000 decks that are putting that in there?
I don't know.
All right, next one.
I'll read the next two since you got that one. Tribute to the World Tree. Green enchantment. Was played in standard. Who does that? Whenever a creature enters the battlefield under your control, draw a card if it has power 3 or greater. Otherwise, put 2 1/1 counters on it. It's a $15 card from Card Kingdom.
Jeepers.
11 on TCG. I struggle putting this in decks.
Mm-hmm.
I want to like it a lot more than I play it. And I'd also say that, like, the price would deter me. If I was doing a +1/+1 counter deck or trying to draw more cards, I'd go and buy a much cheaper option.
So, grade?
No, it's not great.
No grade? Are you trying to
Good
say
minus.
garbage? Good minus?
It's good, I guess. 3 green is rough.
I was going to say triple green is putting me at garbage, man. I'm at garbage.
It's not garbage. You can't sell me that $11 card is garbage.
I can say that all I want.
I just was ragging on the price. Yeah. All right. I mean, you put Underworld Breach as a $15 card and garbage as well.
Yeah. I'm the king of garbage.
I get it. I'm not going to. Yeah. Good minus. It's playable if you want to, but I wouldn't spend that. All right. Next one, Simic Ascendancy. You can put 1/1 counters on a creature if you want. Whenever you put a 1/1 counter on a creature, you get to put a counter on this Simic Ascendancy, which is only green and a blue, by the way.
Yeah.
And then if you have 20 or more counters on this enchantment, you win the game.
I mean, this is this is one of the easier win the game cards that are out there. I've seen this one happen and can't stop it. You know, I think it was Ted that did it back in version SmithCon 2, I think it was.
Okay.
This is good. I'm not going to put it in the great category because it's in a, you know, I don't have it in my 1/1 counter deck because I don't want it. You know, I don't want that.
Right.
That win in there.
You could easily win with your Merfolk deck with this.
Right. And so it seems too easy. So
but it's not fun.
Right. That's not Are you asking me if that fun? No, it's not fun doing it that way. So that's why, because it just would happen right away.
I think this is one of those that like I'll put in my deck, I'll do it one time, and then I take it out.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
So it's good.
Yep, good.
It's I mean, +1/+1 kind of decks. Like we were just talking about, like it's not even fun, but it's really easy to achieve. This is probably just a great card.
It might be. It might be the best of the winning the game ones, besides like the Hellkite one, Hellkite Tyrant, where you're getting the artifacts and all that. But yeah, it's one of the easier ones to hit. Next is Broker's Ascendancy. This is green, white, blue. Begin your end step, put a 1/1 counter on each creature you control and a loyalty counter on each planeswalker you control. Garbage.
I'm saying garbage.
I am.
You've gotten brutal
for three different colors. Like this is green, white, and blue, and it's just put in a 1/1 counter at the end of your end step. I don't like this one at all. Like this one has never even made it into a thought.
I think being 3 colors is also harmful for it.
But I have a Super Friends 5-color. My mirror deck is 5 colors and 1/1 counters, and this isn't even a thought to go in there.
Yeah, you're probably right. I'm okay with that. I'll say garbage as well.
Okay.
The Kami War, a big old saga that I can't read, so I'm just gonna say it's garbage. It's too small words.
It's exile target non-land permanent opponent controls. Return up to 1 other non-land permanent to its owner's hand. Then each opponent discards a card. Then you exile it. It flips over. It's all colors. Flying, trample 6/6. When it attacks, manifest. That's its name. Defending player chooses a non-land card in the graveyard. Return that card to their hand. Or to your hand, and then it gets X plus O, where X is...
Sounds like a bunch of bullshit. Yeah. Sounds terrible.
Well, there's garbage on that one as well. I agree. I'll agree with that. Growing Rights of Itlamok. All right, so this is the last 2 here. This is our 50, okay?
Oh, okay.
So Growing Rights is basically a fair version of Gaia's Cradle. So it's 2 colorless and 1 green, and then you look at the top 4 cards of your library. You may put a creature card from among them into your hand, and then at the beginning of your end step, if you control 4 or more creatures, you flip it over to a better Gaia's Cradle, because it can tap for 1 mana if you don't have any creatures, but if you have creatures, it gets to tap for as many creatures as you have for green for each creature you control. I think this one's great, and seriously, any of the decks that I am looking to dumb them down, take out my Gaia's Cradle, this is the replacement 100%. If some of those already have it in there, because if I'm playing a Gaia's Cradle, I'm probably already playing this as well. And it's a fair version of Gaia's Cradle. So I love this card. It's something that I should probably play more of. I basically agree with you. It is great. But God, when I play it, I whiff. I fucking whiff. I don't know how. I don't know why. It's the same thing that happens to you when you do Chaos Warp on anybody's stuff.
Yep.
They get a better card that helps
they
them
get a
so
better
much
card.
better.
It was not worth it. And then you eventually just like stop playing with a great card.
Why do I play with this card? Because it fucks me every time. Bends you over and just rams it up there. So anyways, yeah. So I think this one's great.
Yeah, I'd say great as well. Last one, Frostcliff Siege. When it comes into play, you get to choose one or the other, and one of them is if you have a creature deal combat damage to an opponent, you get to draw a card, and then the next one is creatures you control get +1/+0 and have trample
and haste.
So
this is one of those same ones where you were saying is very lopsided, but no. I will say in Alesha, I use the second one more than I use the first one, but I can use the other one too, because I like this one because it has a balance. It's like a lot of decks are going to be like, oh, well, I have a lot of creatures out. I want to draw cards. Let's do the first one because then I can draw more. Or maybe it's like, well, I want my creatures to have haste and I want them to get through and get a little bump. Like that's why Alesha works so well, because it's all on, the whatchamacallit. What's the ability? I'm brain farting. When you cast non-creature spells, why am I brain farting on the ability?
Yeah.
What is it?
I know what you mean.
Alicia. Chat, please help really quick.
Yeah, no, I'm struggling.
What? I don't want to move on because this is bugging the shit out of me.
There is no moving on.
What is it? It is anytime you cast a non-creature spell. That is, monks have this.
Prowess.
Prowess. There we go. No one got it before you got it. Good job. You did it.
Still there. You know what? I don't think this one is very. It's not nearly as lopsided. I will most likely choose the drawing aspect of it
more often than not. Yep.
But I mean that the trample and the haste together is really, really good. I don't know how much I care about the +1/+0, but the trample and the haste is huge.
Yep.
So I
think this
like
one's
it's
great.
one of those cards that I love, but it's very good.
You think it's very good, or you think it's great?
What is the wording on the draw one again? Whenever one or more creatures.
Oh,
Okay.
it is one or more. Okay. I'm gonna downgrade it. I'm gonna go.
So I think it's
good.
very good.
Good.
As long you can draw 3 cards, 1, 2, 3 opponents. That's where I am at. So
if it was like what coastal piracy, where it's every creature that deals damage, or like any of the Ohran Frost Fang or whatever, like every time it's dealing damage, then I keep it at the great. But yeah, I think good is a good spot for that. Sweet. We did it.
That's it.
We did it. Let's go 50 more. I'm just kidding.
That was hour and a half.
Yep, that was a solid list there.
It's gonna stink missing out on the other 50.
There is some really good ones in there.
You
Look
were
at all
really
these.
enjoying saying terrible.
This is terrible. No, garbage.
There is some crazy. How about go up to the 50 and we can just point out ones that we think are great.
All right.
We don't even say it. We just say the name and move on. No talking.
Okay. I think Sanguine Bond's good for those combo ones.
Necropotence is great.
Terra Symbiosis, we've talked about that one, but that's doing that similar thing.
Yeah.
The other one.
Meat Hook Massacre is great.
Cathara's Crusade is just crazy.
Yeah.
There's your other one that you like, your Elemental Bond you were talking about.
I put the other one at good though. I love Teferi's Insight.
I love Trouble in Pairs.
And Grave Pact. Those are both great, but I'm glad Grave Pact isn't played as much.
Yeah, that one's...
Spear of Safety.
Spear of Safety, yep. Yeah.
That card is crazy.
Especially if you're doing enchantments.
How much do I need to pay? You need to pay 8 to attack me per creature.
Warstorm Surge was so much better back in the day, and I don't see that one getting played as much anymore. You love Rancor.
Rancor is a longtime favorite, but I understand that it's not in a certain way.
And you love Bear Umbra.
Bear Umbra is great. Yeah. Bear Umbra is great.
Blood Chief Ascension.
Fuck.
Yeah, that one's
the decks that want it love it.
There we go. That's the 100. And Cryptolith Right is a good one.
I feel satisfied now. There were definitely some great cards that are way lower on that list.
I don't need to change your goddamn list anymore because we just went through 100.
See, look at that.
We went 51 through 100 in less than 30 seconds. So that was good. Good job. Good job, us.
I think more people are going to be like, hey, can you make the podcast 20 minutes?
Can you do that with everything else?
Do a story, tags, and minute of talking cards.
That's it. All right, gang. Well, reminder, the voting for the final 4 of the tournament will be up starting tomorrow, Tuesday. So make sure you guys get the voting up. And then we'll have the finals next week. So, all right, gang. Well, that should do it for this week. We will catch you guys next week.
Thanks for listening.
See ya.
Bye.
Sega.
I love boobs. I'm talking tatas. I love boobs. I'm bonkers for honkers. I love boobs. Thanks for the memories. I love boobs.
Oh, yeah.
Gotta cheers it.
You're right.
And I gotta find there. Oh, nope, not there. Now there.
Hey, Neat Horse, could you